Good day, everybody. I want to start to describe the Solidity code for the NFT shoes marketplace. And starting from the main library, that are the first one, it is the ERC1155, that is the NFT standard for non-fungible token, because each model shoes is unique NFT, but we decided to divide the NFT in 10 elements, 10 parts, because in the marketplace we will sell for each model 10 units. So the second library that we are importing is the interface for the ERC20, that is the stable coin that we use to pay the shoes, because after we buy the NFT representing our sneaker, we will get physically the sneaker at home. So let's see the detail of the contract. The shoe NFT marketplace is inheriting the function from the ERC1155 and the ownable, because the owner of the contract will be the deployer of the smart contract. Then we said we have the interface for USDT, and in the contract we will during the deployment, we will put the address of the USDT in the constructor. So will be one of the variable of the constructor. Then we have the NFT price. That means the price for each unit of shoes, and types means how many models that we have, 22 different models of shoes. And then for each model, we will have 10 copy. Means 10 copies, that means 10 units. So it's a limited selling. The first structure is about the buyer info. So we have all strings information that are first name, second name, the address, that means the address for the shipment, then contact, for example, telephone number, could be the contact in Telegram or other things. Then very important is the size of the shoes, the size of the sneaker, and then eventually additional information. We have two mapping about the buyer information. The first one is the relationship between the wallet address and the shipment's address of the buyer. The second is the relationship between the token ID and the list of the wallet address of buyers. So constructor will have two variable of input that is the USDT address in a blockchain and the URI path for the metadata of the NFT. That means, for example, image, description of the models, color, and so on. And it is a path in a path in IPFS. I mean, for example, IPFS. For example, this one is the path of the metadata for this NFT collection. It's also possible to set the URI and means that we can change the path later. Then mint is another function, eventually to mint more models and units of shoes to sell. But for example, let's go back to the constructor. After the initialization of the USDT address and URI, we will have a for cycle where each NFT is minted. Minted in this way. I represent the unique number of the token ID. Copy means how many units for a specific model, and we said 10, but where all the NFT will be related to the address of not a specific external wallet, but will be related to the address of the contract, smart contract, because the smart contract is a real marketplace. As we said before, after the cycle where we go to mint 22 models for 10 pieces, it's also possible to mint more eventually in the future. Then another very important function is the buy NFT. That is an external function that can be called from every wallet, and the buyer will say which model, which NFT ID wants to buy, and then I will put his information for the shipment, first name, last name, the address, etc. For a request from the customer, it's possible to buy only one unit for each model. So the total price will be NFT price per one. And then there is the transfer of the USDT. In this case, the transfer of 10 USDT from the message sender, that is the address of the wallet, to the address of the smart contract. Total price means 10 USDT in this case. Then there will be an update in blockchain about the information of the buyer that I want to remind that this information are encrypted in front end and then decrypted during the reading of this information in the front end. So I know that everybody can go in blockchain to see this kind of information, but they are encrypted externally and then decrypted externally. Then there will be a safe transfer from the address of the wallet of the smart contract to the address of the wallet of the token requested. That means that the buyer will find will get the token ID digitally, and then we'll get also the sneaker, for example, 5 days after at home. So after there will be also the shipment, the physical shipment, and also the digital shipment. I mean, the digital shipment will be immediately. The physical shipment will be some days after. Then there is a function to read the buyer info, and another function to read the buyer info by token. Why? Because the administrator of the website, the administrator of the smart contract needs to read the buyer to do the shipments. collect the information about the address, first name, surname, and so on. Last but not least, we have three functions to set eventually later, another price for the NFT, another number of models, and another number of units for each model. Okay, so thank you.